Alright, Shalom, Shalom, Israel. It's Brother Kazak Magun coming at y'all with another quick cold cut. First and foremost, all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So, today on this cold cut, we gonna be touching up on regeneration. Some may call it reincarnation. And in some cultures, in reincarnation, you could die. You could die, and they say your spirit come back on Earth as say you come back as a damn panda bear or something like that. They say that, and you could die, you come back as a damn butterfly or a shark, or you could come back as a damn bicycle. It be all kind of folly with their reincarnation, ideology. But in the scriptures we know it as regeneration, but we see that you come back as what you was before. So if you was an Israelite male, you die and you come back, you're born again as another Israelite male, man. You're not gonna be born an Edomite. You're gonna be born back in your perspective lot. You know. And if you was a so-called Hamite female, you'll be born again as a damn Hamite female, man. It's not no folly with that. The Lord does all things in decency and in order, man. Let me get a precept on that real quick. Go to 1 Corinthians 15. It's like it might be 14. 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. Right? It says, let all things be done decently and in order. Right? So the Lord does things decently and in order. He ain't gonna have you come back as nothing random, and then you come back as a damn you come back as a damn you a damn ant now. You was an Israelite, you was a king in the past life, but now you a damn ant. Like, the Lord ain't dealing with that, man. So we go touch up on regeneration through the Spirit. I don't really got nothing written down, so we just go off the top of the dome with it. This is Job 14 and 7, right? It says, Salakia. It says, for there is hope of a tree, if it be cut down, that it will sprout again, and that the tender branch thereof will not cease. So let's talk about the trees right now, because you see everything regenerates. You see your granddad, he mowing the lawn, or you mow the lawn yourself. You cut that grass. Hey, it's go grow back up. You might think it's dead when you cut it, but it's gonna grow back up even when the grass is yellow. The grass yellow, you kind of water it a little bit. Hey, it's gonna come back to life, man. But when you see the grass is yellow, you basically say, hey, the grass is dead. But that grass will come back to life, man. Same thing with trees. And the Lord compares us to trees. We gonna get that through the Spirit. But it says, this Job 14 and 7, it says, for there is hope of a tree, if it be cut down, that it will sprout again, and that the tender branch thereof will not cease. So you could cut a tree down, but like after a few days or something like that, you water it or something, you might see a little stem might come out of it, or you might see a leaf come up out of it, and that's that tree regenerating, man. If the Lord gives it that opportunity to, hey, that tree will regenerate, man. Like you see rose bushes, you might see a rose bush or some other bush or some other plant. It dies in the wintertime. All plant life, it dies in the wintertime. That's why during the winter it's you see all the trees, they bare, they don't have no leaves and all that. But soon as spring comes around, everything is coming back to life. It regenerates. It has leaves again. It bears fruit again. Through the regeneration, man. And man does the same thing. It says that it will sprout again, and that the tender branch thereof will not cease. Though the root thereof wax old in the earth, and the stock thereof die in the ground, yet through the scent of water it will bud and bring forth boughs like a plant. In April, the springtime, that's known as the rainy season. It's always raining during April, during March, during the springtime. But that's because the Lord is sending that scent of water throughout the earth to regenerate their plant life, to regenerate these herbs and all that, so they could come back to life, because they was dead all through the winter, man. It says, but man dieth and wasteth away. Yeah, man giveth up the ghost, and where is he? So we die in our spirits, they go up to the Most High, right? Let's go to that real quick. Let's go to the book of, what is that I want? Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 12 and 7, I believe. Right? Ecclesiastes 12 and 7, it says, "Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it." Right? So the dust is going to return to the earth. That's our bodies. We get buried in the ground after we die. If you haven't yet, go check out that Israelite burial custom video that brothers did last week through the spirit. But it says, "Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it." So our spirits, when we die, they return up to the Most High. And the Most High, after about 3 or 4 generations, the Most High, He sends our spirit back down to be judged, man. Let's grab that real quick. Let's go. Do I want the one in Exodus, or let's try Numbers? I believe it's chapter 14. Numbers 14, and is it 18? Numbers 14 and 18, right? It says, "The Lord is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation." Why does He do that, man? Because after 3 or 4 generations, the Lord sends our spirit back down, to receive that judgment from that we receive from our past life. Because no one dies innocent, man. No one dies innocent. No one dies without fault or nothing like that. Whatever happens to you in your current life, it could be from your past life, or it could be from the life that you live in now. Let's grab that in Job real quick. Book of Job, chapter 4 and 7. Right? It says, "Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off?" So whoever perished being innocent, those little kids that that get caught in a drive-by shooting, in the hood and all that, and they didn't have nothing to do with it. You say she was just a little girl. She was just a little girl. She went to preschool and all that. She was never in no trouble and stuff like that. She was only 4 years old. Why would God take her? Hey, in her past life, man, she was probably into some folly, man. She was probably a whore or something, man. Or she was probably heavy into witchcraft. So the Lord had to reprove her for that past life that she was living. Let's get that. Let's prove that real quick. Because we gotta prove all things. Let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras. Right? Chapter 14. And I believe 35 is what I want. It says, "For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again." So this is a bedrock regeneration precept, man. It says after our death. So after we die, we just gave an example of the little girl. After say she was a witch in her past life, she lived her full life. She was a witch. So she died. And then her spirit went up to the Most High, like we read in Ecclesiastes 12. But it says, after her death, then shall her judgment come. So the Lord, her spirit went back up to the Lord after 3 or 4 generations. He sent it back down. And He said, for the witchcraft that you did in your past life, and all the idolatry and the abominations that you was doing, now you're not even gonna live no full life in your next life, or now you will live a full life, but you're gonna be a paraplegic. Now you will live a full life, but you're gonna be a blind man. Now you will live a full life, but you're gonna be this and that. Whatever the person's judgment is, the Lord is gonna give it in their next life, or He could give it in their current life if they haven't died yet. So it says, for after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. So after that death, then your judgment shall come, man. That's why you have examples like this in the scriptures. Let's go to the book of John, right? Let's go to the book of John, chapter 9, and verse 1. It says, "And Yahushua passed by. He saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin?" So this man, he was blind from his birth. So that means, he was born blind. It said, and his disciples asked him, because the disciples they had a understanding of regeneration. They knew that whatever you did in your past life could affect you in your current life. And it says, and his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? So they was like, who did the sin, this man or his parents? Did he do the sin in one of his past lives, or did one of his forefathers, so that this iniquity so that the punishment of that iniquity had to come upon him in this life? Because remember, the Lord said he punisheth up to the third and fourth generation, like we read in the book of Numbers, right? And Yahushua answered, neither have this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him. So it was like, he ain't sinned, but it was just the Most High just made him blind just so I could do this miracle upon him. But the point was, the disciples, they had an understanding of regeneration, man. They had an understanding of how things worked. John the Baptist was Elijah the prophet, man. Because Elijah the prophet, he never died. He was taken up into the spirit world by the Lord. Let's grab that real quick. Let's go to the book of 2 Kings chapter 2. 2 Kings chapter 2, right? And we're going to get where Elijah was taken up. Right, we go. This is 2 Kings chapter 2 and verse 9. It says, and it came to pass, when they were gone over, that Elijah said unto Elisha, ask what I shall do for thee before I be taken away from thee. Because Elijah knew that the Lord was finna come get him, just like the Lord came and got Enoch. When you read about it in the book of Genesis, the 5th chapter, chiefly verse 21 on down. It says, and it came to pass, when they were gone over, that Elijah said unto Elisha, ask what I shall do for thee before I be taken away from thee. And Elisha said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me. Verse 10, it says, and he said, thou hast asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if thou see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee. But if not, it shall not be so. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire. So a so-called UFO, or IFOs as we know it, because we identify those as the chariots of God. It says, and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder, and Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. So Elijah, he was taken up into the heaven, man. The Most High, he came in, he sent the angels to come abduct Elijah, man. And Elijah, he was sent back down onto the earth as John the Baptist through the Spirit. Let's get that. First, let's get the prophecy of it. We're going to go to Malachi. Go to Malachi, the 4th chapter, right? Malachi, the 4th chapter. Salakia. This sun kind of killing me. I kind of cover up from it. We're going to go to Malachi, the 4th chapter. And we're going to start at verse... We're going to start at verse 5. It's like it. Hold on. Let me go to the 3rd chapter. So, this is Malachi 3 and 1. It says, behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me. And the Lord whom ye seek shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of this covenant whom ye delight in. Behold, he shall come, saith the Lord of hosts. Hey, who is that messenger? That messenger is Elijah the prophet, but he's gonna come as a new name though. He's coming as John the Baptist. You also see this prophecy in the book of Isaiah, I believe the 40th chapter. Right? I believe verse 3. This is Isaiah 40 and 3. It says, the voice of him that crieth in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord, make straight in the desert a highway for our God. Because it was Elijah's job, or it was John the Baptist's job, as he was known in that life, to prepare the way for Yahushua, and to restore the hearts of the children to the Father, like it's finna say in Malachi the 4th chapter. We're gonna start at verse 5, Malachi 4 and 5, right? It says, behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the Lord, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Yahweh. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. So hey, that was the job that Elijah had to do. He did that. He basically did that twice. He he came as John the Baptist. And a lot of people, they say that Elijah came as Abba Vivens. The brother Abba Vivens. A lot of people say that Elijah came as him. And they say he came and brought the truth in 1969 in 1 West. But let's get that though through the Spirit. Let's go to the book of Luke, chapter 2, and show Salakia chapter 1, and show how Elijah the prophet was regenerated as John the Baptist. So let's go to Luke, the 1st chapter, and I'm gonna start at 13. It says, but the angel, so like I'm starting at 12. It says, and when Zacharias saw him, he was troubled, and fear fell upon him. But the angel said unto him, fear not, Zacharias, for thy prayer is heard, and thy wife Elizabeth shall bear thee a son, and thou shalt call his name John. Right? And it says, and thou shalt have joy and gladness, and many shall rejoice at his birth, for he shall be great. Here go the point right here. For he shall, Salakia. Now we gonna keep going. It says, for he shall be great in the sight of Yahweh, and shall drink neither wine nor strong drink. So he is gonna be a Nazarite, and he shall be filled with the Holy Spirit, even from his mother's womb. Right? And many of the children of Israel shall he turn to Yahweh their God. And so that was the prophecy right there, like as we read in the book of Malachi. It said he go return the children, he go return their hearts, unto God. Because before then, the children of Israel, every man was just doing as he pleased, man. Like it says in Judges 17:6, every man was doing that which was right in his own eyes. So he had to come and prepare the way for Yahweh Shai, so they could do that work that the Lord sent them to do. It says, verse 17, and he shall go, here go the point right here, and he shall go before him in the spirit and power of Elias, which is Elijah. That's Elijah the prophet. He shall go before him in the spirit and power of Elijah, to turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the disobedient to the wisdom of the just, to make ready a people prepared for the Lord. So hey, they just basically said that your son, you finna give birth to Elijah the prophet, but his name in this time is gonna be John. Let's grab that in the book of Matthew, chapter. First, let's get it in 11, then we go to 17. All right, this is Matthew chapter 11, and I believe I'm on verse 12. This is Matthew 11 and 12. It says, I'm going to start at 11. It says, verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women, there have not risen a greater than John the Baptist. Notwithstanding, he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. Hey, because John was a mighty prophet. Even in his past life, he was Elijah, man. Calling fire down from heaven. Doing all those works of the Lord. Hey, he was mighty, man. He brought a child back to life, man. When you read about it in 1 Kings, the 18th chapter, I believe. He brought a child back to life, man. And he slayed the prophets of Baal, man. He was a mighty prophet. It says, verse 12, and from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force. For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John, and if ye will receive it, this is Elijah. Or it says Elias in the Greek. It says, this is Elijah, which was for to come. So Yahweh Shai just revealed that that's Elijah. Let's go to the 17th chapter. Let's get 2 witnesses on it. Matthew chapter 17, right? So this is Matthew 17 and 10. It says, and his disciples asked him, saying, why then say the scribes that Elias must first come? And Elias answered and said unto them, Elias truly shall first come and restore all things. But I say unto you that Elias is come already. So he said, they talk about why the prophecy say that Elijah gotta come first. Why then don't the prophecy say Elijah gotta come first? And Yahweh Shai said, Elijah already came, brother. You gotta be paying attention, brother. Elijah already then came, but he finna go ahead and tell him. He said, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, Elias truly shall first come and restore all things. But I say unto you that Elias is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them. Then the disciples understood that he spake unto them of John the Baptist. So, hey, that's a second witness right there, that Elijah was John the Baptist, man. Through the regeneration, man. So you come back. Hey, Elijah was a Levite, man. He came back as John the Baptist, another Levite. So like I said, why do these other ideologies and philosophies say you gonna come back through the regeneration as a damn butterfly, man? Hey, you see, they say somebody died, and after their funeral and all that, a butterfly come land on your shoulder. Hey, that's the spirit of them. That's their spirit coming to greet you, saying that they okay. Man, what the hell kind of folly is that, man? That's some damn folly, man. Let's grab a precept. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 10. It says, that which have been is named already, and it is known that it is man. So hey, that which has been is named already. Neither may he contend with him that is mightier than he. So it's like, it says that which has been is named already. So you got to go to a precept to understand what they talking about. Let's go to the first chapter to understand what they saying. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, it says, that thing that have been, it is that which shall be. And we just read that thing is man. It is known that it is man, right? It says, that thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. There's no new man under the sun, man. And the Lord ended creation. The Lord ended his creation in Genesis, man. He ended his creation after those 7 days, man. Chiefly after 6 days. And the Lord rested the 7th day. He ended his creation, man. So why would the So brothers kind of thinking like the Most High up there just creating new spirits every damn day. The Lord ended his creation, man. It's a lot here. Let me go to that where it said the Lord ended his creation. I'm gonna go to verse 23, and I'm gonna go to verse 23, and then 24, and then I'm gonna jump down. It says, and God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and the cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. The image of God created he him, male and female. He created he them. So God made man and woman. He made a whole bunch of men and women in that 6th day. He created them in that 6th day. It says, and God blessed them, and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed. So I'm gonna jump down from there. Right? So Most High created man. That was the moral of the story. And I'm going to jump down to verse 31. It says, and God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the 6th day, right? It says, when you read on in chapter 2, thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the hosts of them, right? So the Most High, he ended his creation. He ended all of his creatings, man. It says, and on the 7th day, God ended his work, which he had made, and he rested on the 7th day from all his work, which he had made. So the Most High, he's not making no new spirits, man. Everything was ordained from of old, man. Let's grab that in the book of Isaiah, chapter 46 and verse 10. And he declared the end from the beginning, man. It says, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So the Most High, he created everything and ordained everything to happen before it even happened, man. He's done with his creation. The Most High is not up there creating new things. He's not up there dropping new jewels and all that, man. The Most High, he created everything in those 7 days, man. And his plan was already written for it to happen, man. You know. So let me go to the So like, what was I gonna grab? And if you will receive it, man. Hey, Yahweh Shai, he came through regeneration a couple times, man. Hey, he was Isaac, man. And first, chiefly, he was Adam. Let's grab that. Hold on. Let me see. First Adam. Sometimes brothers gotta type it in, man. Gotta get sharper on the word. So Yahweh Shai, he was that first. He was that first Adam and the last Adam. This is how we know these things. It says, where I'm gonna start at? I'm gonna just start at 45. It says, and so it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul. The last Adam was made a quickening spirit. Who was that last Adam? That was Yahweh Shai. That was Yahweh Shai. He is that last Adam because he is that quickening spirit, man. He was that quickening spirit. Let me see if I can grab a precept on that. He was made a quickening spirit. Let's go to John 6. And what is that, 63? It says, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. It says, but there are some of you that believe not, for Yahweh Shai knew from the beginning who they were that believe not, and who should betray him. And Yahweh Shai, he is that quickening spirit, man, his Holy Spirit that he sent upon us, Hey, he is that quickening spirit, man. That's his spirit, the Holy Spirit. So he's that last Adam, and he was that first Adam, man. And he was Isaac also, and he was Melchizedek. Hey, this regeneration, man, it gets deep, man. Lord willing, I could go in more into it. I'll get more in depthly into it. But hey, even say the disciples is gonna be regenerated, man. They back on the earth today, man. Let me get a couple more precepts and I'm gonna close out. I went to chapter 9. I meant to go to 19. It's like, this is Matthew chapter 19 and verse 28. I'm gonna start at 27. It says, then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and have followed thee. What shall we have therefore? Peter basically saying, hey, what's gonna be our reward, for following you? And Yahweh Shai said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So it say that the disciples, they gonna be regenerated, man, and they gonna be sitting in 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes, man. Let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras. Hey, the disciples, they on this earth today. The prophets, they on this earth today, man. Hey, they all is on this earth today, man, guiding the 12 tribes, man, guiding the people, and doing the work that the Father sent them to do, man. Which is teach this truth. Let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras. I believe is it chapter 1? This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at 38. It says, and now, brother, behold what glory, and see the people that come from the east, unto whom I will send for leaders. So the Lord is talking about, this is present day right now. The Lord sent these men to be leaders in Israel today, man. This is why you see so many different camps. This is why you see so many different sects and all that, man. Because we have all of these men for leaders, man, and they all teaching the truth and the will of Yahweh Shai, But they all was sent here to be leaders, man. It says, unto whom I will give for leaders Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Hosea, Amos, and Micaiah, Joel, Abdias, and Jonah, Nahum and Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, which is also called an angel of the Lord, man. So the Lord said he's gonna send all these men to be leaders in these last days, man. So I believe, let me get another one. Hey, Esdras, he knew about the regeneration, man. Let me get that in the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 17, right? Because the angel Uriel is telling Edris, about all the things that the Lord is finna do on the earth in these last days, about all the plagues and all the sorrow and all the death that's finna come, all the fires and all the martial law and things like that, man, and the famines and all of that, so Edris is like, damn, hey, how the hell I'm gonna get through them days? That's why he said this. This is second Edris 16 and 17. Woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? So Edris like, damn, who finna deliver me in those days? Because he knew he was gonna be back on the earth through the regeneration, man. Our forefathers, they knew these things, man. Let's grab that in Job. I believe that's Job. Damn. Hold on, I think it's Job. Is it 19? Salakia. Job 19. Salakia, bear with me. Job 19 and this is Job chapter 19 and 25. It says, for I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. That's talking about Yahweh Shai. He's the Redeemer, right? It says, and though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. So hey, Job is talking about, hey, I know this body gonna be gone, gonna be dead and gone and buried and decayed and all that. Worms go destroy it. Hey, it's gonna be over with, man. It's gonna be decomposed and all that, but in my flesh I shall see God. I shall see the Most High. I shall see Yahweh Shai also, man. It's saying in my flesh. Who is he talking about? Through the regeneration, man. He's going to be in a whole nother body. He's going to be born again through another with that same spirit, but he's going to have a new body, man, through the regeneration. Hey, Job is alive on the earth walking right now, man. Isaiah is alive on the earth walking right now, man. All of these men, the Lord just said he would send all of these leaders upon the earth, man. It says, whom I shall see for myself, and my eyes shall behold, and not another, though my reins be consumed within me, right? So with that, Lord willing, I was able to provide you the understanding of regeneration. I want to give all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, you was edified. Lord willing, I can come back with more cold cuts. Shalom.